This is Ryan Trahan. He traded a penny into a pen, then a blue dinosaur, then a pack of breath mints, earbuds, a Polaroid, speakers, a motorcycle, truck, bigger truck, a small house, a piece of land, and finally a house that costs 18.5 grand. But why stop here? If he devoted all his time trading into more and more expensive items, how far can he possibly get? Starting from the house, Ryan emails dozens of people before receiving an offer for this sun deck boat. It can seat around 10 people and there's even a little bathroom. Ryan calculates that this is a great deal, and how much is this boat worth? $35,000. With this newfound success, Ryan contacts hundreds of people. He gets offered a used 2018 Mercedes-Benz for the sun deck boat, and I like how they show the tiniest of chips and scratches here. Anyway, this trade is still a big improvement as it's valued at 65 grand. At this point, there is absolutely nothing stopping Ryan. After getting a boat, then a Mercedes, trading vehicles seems like a winning strategy. It's a good market for this price point, and if there's one thing people need, it's a way to travel around. But this time, he feels the strain of getting into higher prices. He is bombarded with rejection after rejection before finally upgrading to this RV that actually kind of looks like a house. The inside is no different from a living room if you ask me. It also comes with a bathroom with a shower and a place to sleep. The value of this RV, $120,000. Before we get to the millions and tens of millions, you might be thinking how feasible all this is in real life. After all, who's gonna give up their expensive item for something way cheaper? Day after day of failing to get offers, there is one secret weapon that Ryan can use, and that is his 15 million subscriber YouTube channel. You see, in Ryan's initial penny series, he started to gain a lot of attention in the neighborhood. From being recognized to even appearing on local news, he quickly became a celebrity figure if he wasn't one already. His publicity was really what made it possible for him to trade from a penny to a house. So instead of offering people a bad deal, he tells them that they will also be featured on his next penny series video. After all, Ryan can reach 10 million pairs of eyes every video, and people would pay good money for this attention. Just look at sponsors for big YouTubers. With this huge incentive, Ryan quickly finds a buyer. For his RV, Ryan gets in return this 3-bedroom and 2-bathroom house. This is no comparison to the pile of rubble that he came across in his 18 grand house. We have now entered the real estate market, and the value of this property is $230,000. With everyone wanting to be in Ryan's historic series, the offers come pouring in. The best deal now is this very spacious 2-story house with 3 bedrooms and 3 bathrooms. By now, we are coming across some very comfortable houses. Ryan accepts the deal, which is valued at 460 grand. And just when he thought it couldn't get any better, another offer is made in exchange for this house, which has a whopping 6 bedrooms and 6 bathrooms. But my personal favorite is this pool that overlooks a lake, which has got to be a fantastic view. This place is worth 750 grand, but before he knows it, he is given the biggest offer yet. Although it is a slightly smaller home with only 4 bedrooms and 5 bathrooms, the interior looks stunning and has a more sophisticated vibe, especially the bathroom and the kitchen. And outside, there is a pool with 3 fountains. By flipping some real estate, we have officially reached $1.5 million. If Ryan does this, the next penny series video will cause his channel to absolutely explode. He came from a penny to crossing $1 million, and knowing Ryan, he will have used his attention for charity, making him even more viral. But now, you might be wondering how feasible it is to continue trading. Well, as his trades get more and more attention, so will the views on his videos, crossing possibly 50 or even 100 million. And you know exactly what this means: more leverage over traders. I mean, Mr. Beast got paid $3 million by Brawl Stars in a Squid Game video, so I think it's pretty fair to say that Ryan also gets a couple million in extra value. With a good amount of traders still out there, it's time to move on to a new market: luxury assets. First, he trades his 1.5 million house for a 2017 Lamborghini Centenario. This thing looks super sweet and it's valued at a nice 2.7 million. We are now working with huge amounts of money, but it's nothing compared to this luxury yacht that is apparently named Bad Girl. From a spacious lobby, sun deck, kitchen, and a really nice bathroom, this ship has everything you could possibly need. In fact, this ship is so big that it's longer than 6 school buses back to back. Ryan snags a cool 4.5 million, and by this point, his channel has to be rivaling Mr. Beast's viewership. And remember, as his channel grows, he can charge even more, so he trades this ship for something every rich person uses to travel, a private jet. Overall, it can seat more than a dozen passengers and it looks pretty nice. The value of this aircraft, $7.75 million. Ryan started from having a penny to almost $8 million, but can we get to $100 million? To do this, Ryan enters the auction market. This is risky, but if done right, it will pay off enormously. Like this 1952 Mickey Mantle baseball card. This is one of the most iconic cards in the world that happens to be in great condition. It was sold for $12.6 million 2 years ago, meaning Ryan now has over $10 million. Then he makes his way to a gigantic estate in Massachusetts. This house is so big, it could probably serve as a school campus. And get this, there are 15 bedrooms and 18 bathrooms, complete with any type of entertainment you could possibly need, like a movie theater, a tennis court, a pool, a gym, and a sauna. This is on par with A-list celebrity houses, as it's priced at $21.5 million. With this purchase, Ryan is probably a household name, meaning he can use that attention in crazy ways, like how he raised $1.4 million to fight hunger in another series. But by pushing the Penny series this far, I wouldn't be surprised if he can raise $30 or $40 million. But we're just scratching the tip of the iceberg here. By the end of the series, you'll never believe what kind of impacts he might have on the entire country. So, with a ginormous mansion, Ryan trades his way to a luxury car collection with every expensive car you could possibly think of, from Ferraris to Lamborghinis. But the highlight of this collection is this Porsche race car finished with carbon fiber, making it one of 77 such cars in the entire world. There are so many cars in this collection that I can't even find how many there are, but I estimate at least 50 luxury vehicles. The total value of this collection is a mind-boggling $40 million. But if there's one luxury item that instantly pops into everyone's mind, it is the diamond. This shiny pink diamond is known as the Williamson Pink Star, and it's the pinkest diamond to come into auction. This jewel was once owned by Queen Elizabeth II, and interestingly, it was expected to sell for $21 million, but its auction price was $58 million. We'll assume that Ryan sold it for that price as well, which means he is one big trade away from the 9-figure mark. Being so close to $100 million, literally everyone and their mom will be on the edge of their seats to see if Ryan can actually succeed, because if no one wants to buy the diamond from him, he essentially has to start over. However long it takes him to get a buyer, he waits until the perfect opportunity strikes. This arrangement of colorful rectangles is called the suprematist composition. Painted by a Russian artist in 1915, this literally changed the definition of art. This work is one of the first pieces of abstract art ever, and in 2018, it was auctioned for a record-breaking $85 million. Which is actually worth $106 million today if you account for inflation. He cashes out his money, and the next time he posts on YouTube, he notices everything is 9 digits. His subscriber count, his view count, his net worth, and money donated for his Feeding America fundraiser. On top of that, Ryan donates his own $100 million that he just cashed out, doubling the total. According to his last fundraiser, $1 equals 10 meals, meaning $200 million equals 2 billion meals. This means every single homeless person in America can get 3 meals a day for 3 years. In other words, he can basically fix hunger in America, all from a single penny. But here is the crazy part. What if he doesn't stop at 100 million? Is it possible to keep going up from here? Stay tuned for part 2, where I'll talk about how Ryan can become a billionaire, which I'll drop in 2 weeks.